Now, Madam, the important thing is the Gini index of India is far better than other BRICS countries like China and Brazil, which means despite being in the same economic strata, we are a far more equal society. What is even more impressive is that our Gini index compares more favorably than highly developed countries which have been allocating huge sums to welfare, such as the United States, such as the UK. Madam, the reason that our Gini index has been so impressive is because of the allocations and the outputs and the results of many of the aspects of the last 10 budgets, and particularly this historic budget. Let me give you an example, ma'am. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, because to maintain equality in a society, if you provide roti, kapda and makan, that is what helps maintain equality. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, madam, just a comparison. In the years before the last 10 years, there were schemes like the JNNURM and the Rajiv Awas Yojana, which sanctioned a total of less than 13.5 lakh houses. By comparison, since 2015, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana has sanctioned 42 million houses, and this year 30 million more houses are going to get built. Take for example, ma'am, the Jal Jeevan Mission, another very key aspect of the various budgets of the Modi governments 1, 2 and 3, especially in the last few years. Ma'am, take a look at this. I'll give you the statistics. The Jal Jeevan Mission, just a few days ago, please have the patience to listen. Please have the patience to listen. The Jal Jeevan Mission. The Jal Jeevan Mission has achieved a milestone of 150 million rural tap connections, up from just 30 million 5 years ago. 5 times growth in just 5 years. This translates to 2.28 lakh villages and 190 districts achieving the Har Ghar Jal milestone. Similarly, Ayushman Bharat, which provides health coverage to hundreds of millions of Indians, the world's largest such program, again this year has got 7,300 crores allocation to take it forward. Madam, there have been some comments on this historic budget's focus on Purvodaya. I think it is important to discuss this. Now, the Prime Minister is on record as having a deep commitment to the Northeast and the East, which he has repeatedly explained, that unless these previously neglected regions get developed, Bharat is not going to get developed. And that is why he has visited the Northeast a record number of times, more than all his predecessors. And the budgets that have been allocated for the East and Northeast have been witness to this transformation. Now, I will come to the point where you might really want to get excited. So, madam, the East had been traditionally neglected by the center. But what is more tragic is that within the East, there was discrimination from one state to another, despite ministers from those eastern states having had a role in Delhi. Madam, more than 20 years ago, when I first spoke at a budget, in those days the railways budget was different, separate. I was myself shocked to find some of the statistics. Pani. Madam, I still remember the statistics more than 20 years later. And please, my friends, please reflect on this. 20 years ago, when I first spoke on the budget, I found that West Bengal had the country's highest rail track density, and I remember the number. It was 42 kilometers per square kilometer. Right next door to West Bengal was my state of Odisha, lowest in the country, 14 kilometers per square kilometer. Every year, we used to appeal to the center to increase our allocation. We used to keep getting a few piddly 100 crores, and our appeal was, at least please give us 1,000 crores. In the first Modi budget 10 years ago, we were gobsmacked when the allocation straight away went 5 times to 5,000 crores. We did not then have a railway minister from Odisha. The Modi government does not believe that Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas is determined by proportionate representation, but it is for all India. Madam, this year, I thank the Honorable Railways Minister. The Railways allocation for Odisha is 10,500 crores, go a long way towards bringing Odisha up to the national average and beyond. Madam, when we talk of Purvodaya, even West Bengal is included. Yes, there has been a lot of talk about Bihar and Andhra Pradesh. In Odisha, people, some of our friends from other parties in the other house created a ruckus because they wanted to know how much has been allocated, despite the Honorable Finance Minister specifically covering a wide array of investment opportunities. And just yesterday, from what has been presented in Parliament, it looks like our long-awaited coastal highway project, which is going into the DPR stage, is moving forward, and that is something like 2.5 times of what the Railways Minister has given us. This will be a total transformation for Odisha.